Once upon a time in the tiny kingdom of Beluchi, there lived a prince named Plump Cheeks. From the moment he was born, the king and queen doted on him endlessly. He was an adorably fat baby that they loved to cuddle and feed sweet treats to. As a toddler, Prince Plump Cheeks refused to walk anywhere himself. He would hold out his pudgy little arms until a servant carried him wherever he wanted to go. By age 5, he became so round that he got stuck in palace doorways if they weren't wide enough. The king ordered all entryways expanded so his precious little prince would never have to squeeze his girth through rooms again. As Prince Plump Cheeks grew older, his parents allowed him to rule their lives. His days revolved around stuffing himself with all the savory meat pies, buttery pastries, and thick, creamy sauces that the royal chefs prepared. His daily schedule consisted of eating 5 large feasts prepared just for him and playing with his solid gold toy soldiers and horse figurines in between. He refused to dress himself, bathe himself, or do anything besides eat, play, and sleep. Servants carried him from his bedroom to the dining hall and back because walking short distances wore him out quickly. Even chewing tired out his jaw. Prince Plump Cheeks' parents felt delighted to pamper his every wish and whim. They never scolded him, made him study, or encouraged exercise or proper manners. The prince grunted instead of speaking, often spit food as he chewed with his mouth wide open, and chose to wallow in his own filth for weeks on end rather than endure a bath. By age 12, he weighed over 300 pounds, and the entire palace reeked horribly from his poor hygiene. But the king and queen just giggled affectionately and sniffed the top of his greasy, unwashed head, declaring him the most adorable angel. As Prince Plump Cheeks entered his teenage years, the challenges of his unhealthy lifestyle compounded. Simply dressing himself in the morning caused him to break into a full sweat within minutes. He refused to wear anything remotely formal or tailored, just extra-wide nightshirts that stretched over his bulging stomach and ballooning hindquarters. Rolling into the dining hall and lifting a fork took all the energy he could muster. At this point, the king and queen finally acknowledged that their son needed help. But instead of discipline or firm guidance, they chose to send for famed healers, medicine men, and comforters from across the land, hoping someone could magically make him thinner and happier. Acupuncturists, Ayurvedic practitioners, nutritionists, and therapists all tried their hand at helping Prince Plump Cheeks, but none could curb his appetites or make even a dent in his girth. The discouraged king and queen dismissed the teams of healers after just a month, resigning themselves to loving him as he was. On his 18th birthday, instead of a hefty breakfast feast, Prince Plump Cheeks was informed by his father that it was time for him to begin his search for a bride. But the prince was more interested in food than wedding talk, demanding, "Bride, no food." For years, efforts in the palace turned towards finding Prince Plump Cheeks a wife. But he remained indifferent, more interested in gorging on rich dishes than meeting any marriage candidates. As time went by, Prince Plump Cheeks became even more grotesque, resembling an overgrown grubworm enrobed in sore, pocked fat. Simple tasks like sitting up or rolling over took great effort, and he rarely left his private rooms. On his 50th birthday, Prince Plump Cheeks received a special gift, a rare potion imbued with ancient magic to reverse bad conditions and habits. But as he sat at the lavish birthday feast, the potion reacted badly, causing his body to swell and ripple strangely under his finery before exploding into a gruesome mess. The prince's 50th birthday celebration became his final farewell, leaving the king and queen grief-stricken and haunted by the costly mistake of seeking magical intervention. In the end, Prince Plump Cheeks' story served as a cautionary tale of indulgence, excess, and the consequences of neglecting one's health and responsibilities.